Bonjour, tous. So it's another video from the Chateau, and today obviously it's quite exciting because it's bringing more life back to the Chateau. Obviously over the 2 years that we've been here, we've been planting trees after trees. Obviously we haven't shown much of it, but all along the front to create a barrier we planted loads last year, and then down the side we've been planting some. On the field where the orangery is, we've been planting quite a lot. So it's been good. Obviously a couple of episodes ago, obviously we pollarded all the trees, which they do look a bit sorry for themselves, but it is a job that has to be done, purely because they're so close to the buildings. If we leave them, the roots will start damaging the foundations and the brickwork. So they had to be done, but obviously we never like to waste anything here at the Chateau. So all of the branches that we took off are reused to plant along the edge of our boundary, which is near the road down there. And that was just to create a sort of barrier, like a natural barrier, so ivy and that can sort of weave its way through it. So that's worked, it's looking good. But what we're doing as well to help is, in the forest we've got loads of little saplings of sycamore, holly, laurel. There's all sorts of stuff there that are just starting to sprout up. So what we're going to do while we can, stuff like the sycamore and stuff like that are dormant, we're going to dig them up and we're going to replant them all the way along the front to create another barrier so we don't get as much traffic noise, and along the side here as well. So we know this isn't going to happen overnight. It is going to take quite a few years for it to start building up and stuff like that. But it's a first step that we need to take to obviously creating this and getting it sorted. And we have seen some aerial shots back in, I think it was around about the 1930s, where the front part of the Chateau was just completely covered in trees. The whole drive, the whole front field was completely covered in trees. But one of the previous owners, we've heard, obviously she got into a bit of, obviously she couldn't pay some of the bills for the land and for the Chateau. So what they've done is they started cutting down the trees as payment, obviously because the wood was so valuable. They cut down all the trees and took that as payment for the land fees and the Chateau fees and stuff like that. So that's why a lot of the beautiful trees that were here have been cut down and we're missing. So yeah, we want to recreate that. So I'm just down the drive now. I'm going to go and see Ash and Paula and see what they're up to.
Hello.
Hello.
You alright?
Yes, he is.
Yes.
With laurels, whips.
Laurels, holly. I can't even say it now.
So what have you got?
Laurel, holly and whips.
What did you say we had?
Laurel, holly and lips.
Well, we've got plenty here.
We've got plenty more than we've got.
Yeah.
That's it.
So we'll take these down to plant them up now.
Yep.
And
See how many more we need.
Mm-hmm.
All Tony's doing is doing them every so often, these. Yeah. But the trees have done like every sort of like stride.
and you'll be able to see obviously some of the stuff that we've done. So all of the twigs that were off, or little twiglets as Ash calls them, that were off the lime trees at the front of the chateau, all we've done is just like put them through the barbed wire here. So we're not a fan of barbed wire anyway, and we're trying to get rid of as much as we can within our land, so the wildlife don't get caught in it. So when we get deers and stuff like that. So doing stuff like this, obviously, it's just a natural way, obviously, of just creating a barrier, really. So we've got all of them right the way along there, and then Tony and Pete have just been putting all the laurel hedging in. So this is all what we've just got from the woods there, and it's just to create a barrier so that'll grow through it, and in a few years, obviously, it'll just mask the whole area off. So they'll be far better. So we've got our little stables here, and then this is obviously the end of our land on the side, and all this was just open. So these are all the little twiglets that we've just put in. We've got some holly there, some more holly, and then we've got some little sycamores, some more holly, and then we've got some laurel that we planted in, some laurel, and all these will do. These will just help with this barrier along here. So yeah, like I said, obviously the laurel and that's, it's obviously decent, and it's a decent size, to be honest. So obviously we've just so far along here, obviously Tony and Pete have been busy getting those in, so we'll see where they're up to now. He's all right.
Aye, busy day.
Where he's up to?
Well, we're nearly down with the twiglets. We've got about half a dozen twiglets to put in, and then we're filling in with some bushes. So we're about nearly a quarter of the way down with the bushes.
Yeah, yeah.
So we've probably pulled another 15 or so for us here. So that'll get us down to about halfway, or somewhere near halfway.
Yeah.
And then we'll run out of light, I think.
No, it's brilliant. It's looking fantastic already, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Just getting these in.
It's just a proper barrier now.
We'll get them in, yeah, with these in front. Most of the ground, because of it hasn't had any sort of cultivation for years,
Yeah.
it's nice and soft and it's decent ground. So the twigs and the bushes are going in, so they should root well, and hopefully they'll take well.
Yeah.
Right time to get them in now, because we're going to get a little bit of warm weather, so the roots will get in. And then when spring comes properly, hopefully they'll take, and then over
Yeah.
the summer they'll grow a bit and,
Well, the
and start
soil's,
pushing out.
because there's a bit of mist in the air, it's constantly wet, isn't it? So it's perfect because it'll help root them.
And we've got
Yeah.
the wet season coming in March and April, so by that time, before the sun comes, the roots should get a good.
And it'd be amazing if any of these,
The whips.
twiglets.
Twiglets.
the twiglets had taken.
Yeah.
So
Well,
if any,
it happened at the chicken pen. We had one that we
Yeah.
chopped out. The thing was, that had been laid for about 6-8 months before we did it. We put it in the ground, and last year it started sprouting leaves.
yeah, it started growing again. Like it was just like a post like this, wasn't it?
Yeah, just a fence post.
Yeah, and it started growing again. So
Because it was so green, it was literally off the tree and into the. It was from the pollard in that we did originally,
yeah,
and then we put it straight in because it was so thick. It was good enough to use as a post.
yeah. So
And then it thought,
I'm going to grow.
yeah,
brilliant.
I like it round here.
We'll get some of these in, and then we'll go and get some more. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
So it's been another productive day.
Yeah, it's always good just getting stuff done. Doing anything really, it's always a step forward, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, getting the hedging in is a job that we've slowly been doing bit by bit, and we've never really showed any of it, have we?
No, it's just been one of them things where we've had like a spare half hour, we've nipped down, just threw a bit in, and we don't think to pick the cameras up and stuff. But while there's a team of us here, it makes it a bit easier.
Yeah. At the minute, I think just a rough count, we've probably planted
60, 80.
just today, but in total we've
it's a
planted
good
quite
few
a few
hundred.
hundred.
Yeah.
Like trees to plant back up. So when we do cut them down, it's not like we're cutting them down and just like, oh, we're not bothered about them. We do want to get.
Well, we've always had a promise: if we chop a tree down, we'll plant 10 more.
Yeah.
And that's always been something we've been absolutely steadfast on. We're not going to change that.
No, definitely. So yeah, it's brilliant. It's another good job done. Obviously, we'll carry on until it gets a bit darker to get a couple more in along there. And we're just in.
Guess where we are? We're not going to tell you where we are. You've got to guess.
Yes.
So if you can work this out, we've never shown this before.
Never ever shown this.
No.
So if you guess and anyone gets it right, then we can do a video and show you a bit more of some of the grounds in the chateau. But on our very first visit, this area I fell in love with. Just this tiny little spot. It's only about a metre and a half.
About 2 metres wide by about 3-4 metres long.
Yeah.
But it's a little space there's just something special about it, isn't there?
The feeling when you're in here, it's amazing. It's just
And in summer, like you say, when it's dead hot, you'd be shaded.
Yeah.
A little patio set.
bistro set to sit here, just to look out.
Enjoy some cool lemonade. We need Rob back for his lemonade. Rob,
We need you back. But yeah, so have a little think where you think we are. We'll put a little map on. I'll see if I can get a land map.
and X marks the spot.
Yeah, and you can see and let us know. And what I might do is I might do a little post on our Facebook and Instagram page as well,
Yeah.
so you can guess to see where.
We'll have to do a competition, like a hide and seek competition. If you guess where we are, you win like a free night at the Chateau when we're up and running or something.
In a caravan.
You're overdoing it. No,
Only joking.
we'll do like a proper nice giveaway like that.
Yeah,
Because all the people that have watched us from the start, they kind of have an idea done. So
yeah. We'll have a little guess and we can see what we can get sorted and see who can get it right first. What we've shown you is probably about 10% of what we've actually got here at the Chateau, isn't it?
we've never done like a full walk around the land, and even if I fly my drone
We can't fit it all
right
in.
the way, I can't go up high enough to fit the whole land in.
Yeah.
I have to do like it in segments. So
So we'll go and give Tony and Pete a hand now getting the rest of these trees in.
yeah,
So have a little look.
have a guess.
Yeah, check. See you later. Bye. If you'd like to be part of our journey and help restore the chateau, then please join us on Patreon, where you'll be part of our journey, receive a piece of the history, and get exclusive videos.